financial responsibility. The Safety Responsibility Act was enacted to ensure that all drivers are financially responsible for the death, injury, or property damage they may cause while operating a motor vehicle. All owners and/or operators of motor vehicles in Texas must have at least the minimum amount of liability insurance: $20,000 against the injury or death of one person, $40,000 against the injury or death of two persons, $15,000 against property damage. In order to comply with the Safety Responsibility Act, a driver must purchase liability insurance or be self-insured under the provisions under the Act. Evidence of financial responsibility must be presented to the proper authorities at the time a person applies for a driver's license, registers a motor vehicle, or obtains a motor vehicle inspection certificate. Every owner and/or operator of a motor vehicle in Texas, as a condition of driving, is required to furnish upon request evidence of financial responsibility to a law enforcement officer or to another person involved in a collision. You may satisfy this requirement by presenting a liability policy with at least the minimum amounts of coverage listed above, or with a standard proof of liability insurance form, SR-22, promulgated by the Texas Department of Insurance and issued by a liability insurer that includes the name of the insurer, the insurance policy number, the policy period, the name and address of each insured driver, the policy limits, or a statement that the coverage of the policy complies with at least the minimum amounts of liability insurance required by law, the make and model of each covered vehicle, and insurance binder that indicates that the owner and/or operator is in compliance with the Act. Other acceptable forms of proof of financial responsibility include a copy of a certificate issued by the Department of Public Safety showing that the vehicle is self-insured, a copy of a certificate issued by the county judge showing that the owner of the vehicle has on deposit with the county judge the sum of $55,000, or a bond that is on file with the state treasurer. If you fail to show proof of financial responsibility, you may receive a citation, and upon conviction you are subject to a fine of between $175 and $375. Second and subsequent violations may result in a maximum $375 fine and possible driver's license and vehicle registration suspensions. In addition, a police officer may prevent a driver from further driving if no proof of insurance is shown.